So, introduction part is over. Fine. So, let's have a complete analysis of the chapter, A Silent Revolution, written by Kunal Verma. Fine. So, this interesting piece published in the Hindustan Times Patna edition talks about one of the latest and very popular means of communication known as SMS. This piece has been written by Kunal Verma. So, in the introduction part, we had discussed about the term communication and the importance of SMS. In the chapter, let's find out how this short messaging service is important for making communication. Fine. So, let's read with me. Short messaging service or SMS was conceived as a part of the global system for mobile communication, that is the GSM service, that is the GSM, Global System for Mobile Communication, digital standard. So, how it was conceived? It was conceived as a part of the global system for mobile communication. So, here it has some relation with mobile communication. It is the ability to send and receive text messages, that is the alphanumeric, at a mobile phone. SMS, like email, is a store and forward service that utilizes gateways to send messages from senders to the recipients. So, here the writer Kunal Verma focused on basically the email part. Okay. So, what is an email? Email is a store and forward service, and that utilizes gateways to send messages from senders to the recipients. If you focus on how to compose a mail, what you will find that there were number of recipients to whom you will attach your mail. Okay. So, you have to follow the proper functioning of composing an email. Okay. Now, however, messages are not sent directly from the sender to the receiver. So, here we can relate the topics which I have covered in the introduction section, that what are the steps involved in making communication. So, here the writer focused that the messages are not sent directly. There are, in the meanwhile, there are lots of other processes. Okay. So, messages are not sent directly from the sender to the receiver, but are routed through a short messaging service center, that is SMSC, run by the service provider. So, here we will we will see that how this transmission of message is routed through short messaging service center. Okay. And that service center run by the service provider. Now, this ensures that the message is delivered at the destination mobile, even if it is switched off or out of the coverage area. Now, sometimes we switch off our cell phones, but when we just on that system, our mobile system, what happen? The messages which are not able to delivered due to the network area problem, or either our mobiles are switched off, what happen? We will receive our messages because of the short messaging service center. So, this is the process involved in the messaging system. So, here you can note this point that अगर आपके माइंड में ये सवाल आता है, if there is some question in your mind that how this works, so here is the answer. How the messages are routed? The messages are routed by SMSC. Now, this ensures that the message is delivered at the destination mobile, that is the receiver's mobile, even if it is switched off or out of the coverage area. The SMSC, that is the Short Messaging Service Center, stores the message and forwards it when the mobile is switched on or enters the network. So, it is basically the store system, it is the medium, it is the route through which the SMSs are delivered to the particular destination, to the particular receiver's mobile. Whenever the person open or switch on his mobile, what happen? The messages will enter accordingly automatically, because it is it is stored in the SMC, Short Messaging Service Center. So, normally messages are delivered instantly, but at times there can be delay of some hours due to congestion. Now, why we are not able to receive the message instantly? Because we are not able to receive the messages instantly because sometimes there is some delay due to the process of the signals. We will sometimes blame the network area, the signal issue. So, this is the common thing that we know by our own activity. Nobody comes and tell us that due to this problem happened. We learned it gradually because we are using the SMS thing for decades, okay, for 1 decade maybe. So, we can say that this process of messaging we learned so far is quite natural. Nobody taught us the process of sending the messages. So, this is quite naturally we learned this process, and the beauty of SMS is that messages can be sent and received even while making voice calls. Okay. So, इसकी ब्यूटी क्या है कि जब हम लोग बातें भी करते हैं while making voice calls, we received messages. So, our voice calls or our when we are making a call, we will receive the message, because this is the process, this is the system set for SMS. That is why the abbreviation of the full form of the abbreviation SMS is Short Messaging Service. So, here we can conclude that short messaging service is that much short that it needs only a span of time, a certain span of time to get into our mobile system. So, this is the beauty of SMS, that even if we are talking, we can receive the messages. So, this is possible. How this is possible? Because a voice call takes over a dedicated radio channel for the duration of the call. Now, see what is the basic difference between voice calls and the messages. This there may be a question in your exam from this section. There maybe you will find some question from this paragraph also. What is the difference between a voice call and a short messages? Okay. So, this is possible because a voice call takes over a dedicated radio channel for the duration of the call, while the short messages travel over and above the radio channel using the signaling path. So, here you will find the basic difference, that takes over a dedicated radio channel. For making a voice call, you need proper radio channel, proper signal, but for short messages you only need a simple signaling path. So, this is the basic difference between voice calls and short messages. Now, see, the process of sending messages and reading them generally varies from handset to handset. ठीक है, एक फ़ोन से दूसरे फ़ोन में क्या होता है, the process of sending messages and reading them generally varies. किसी के फ़ोन में एक अलग प्रोसेस होता है हैंडसेट में, यहाँ हैंडसेट का मतलब है मोबाइल फ़ोन. सो व्हाट इज़ द बेसिक डिफरेंस कि उनका पढ़ने का और मैसेज भेजने का तरीका बिल्कुल अलग होता है. हाउ, however, confirmation of message delivery is immediate, that your message is delivered. तो आपको कब पता चलता है कि received. अगर आप मैसेज, कितने मोबाइल सिस्टम में ये रहता है कि ऑटोमेटिकली ये जनरेट हो जाता है कि मैसेज सेंट, ये मैसेज आता है और ये भी दिखा देता है कि इट इज़ डिलीवर्ड. ठीक है, तो दिस इज़ द थिंग. ये बहुत अच्छा प्रोसेस है जिससे हमें पता चल जाता है कि वॉट एवर द इम्पॉर्टेंट मैसेजेस वी आर वी आर गोइंग टू कन्वे, we are wanting to convey, that is totally conveyed. So that is the beauty of the message system. And now there is always an alert signal to convey the arrival of a message. फ़ोन में क्या होता है कि एक जैसे आई एम सॉरी बट इट हैपन्स ग्रेजुअली, इट हैपन्स ऑल ऑफ अ सडन इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द इंट्रोडक्शन सेशन दैट सडनली मेरे मोबाइल पे एक मैसेज आया. सो इट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ अ अलर्ट मैसेज. दिस इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ अराइवल ऑफ अ मैसेज. एक सिग्नल बीप हुआ तो इससे क्या पता चलता है कि मैसेज आया. तो ये आपको अलर्ट कर देता है कि इज़ देयर एनी देयर इज़ अ मैसेज फॉर यू, यू विल डिसाइड दैट इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट और नॉट. ठीक है, तो आप इमीडिएटली रश करते हैं और देखते हैं कि क्या इंपॉर्टेंट मैसेज आया है. So nowadays we are totally dependent on the technology, and if we don't look after our mobile system, maybe that we miss some we can miss some important calls or messages. So nowadays technology is everywhere, and we are realizing the fact that how SMS is important over voice calls, how it is important, and how we can say that it is better than voice calls also. Okay, so we will see it gradually. Now SMS messages are immediate, ये तुरंत होता है, but not simultaneous like the instant messaging service, which allows virtual real-time text conversation with people who are simultaneously logged on to the internet. So here the writer Kunal Verma wanted to show that how SMS are different from instant messaging service. Just like when we chat on the Facebook Messenger, how it is different, okay, from a message. When we chat on the regular WhatsApp, so how the difference between chatting on WhatsApp and the difference between messages. When we chat, what happen when we chat on on instant messaging service or any other internet portal, what happened, we chat and we see the conversation like in a dialogue form, in a pattern, whatever we had sent and whatever we are receiving, it is complete picture we are seeing on our front. So but in messages what happened, whatever the messages we are sending, we can see that nowadays the technology is very fast, it is very high, so we can relate these things. But in earlier time, whatever the message we can see, we have sent, we have to check it in the outbox. कि outbox में हम जाकर चेक करते हैं कि क्या मैसेज हमने भेजा, और inbox में होता है कि we will see that what messages we had received. So nowadays WhatsApp is that kind of a messaging, or Facebook Messenger is that kind of a messaging center, जहाँ पे क्या होता है कि we will see the live chat conversation कि क्या हमने भेजा और क्या हमने receive किया. तो ये काफ़ी difference हो जाता है. So that's why Verma had clearly written here that SMS messages are immediate but not simultaneous like the instant messaging service, which allows virtual real-time text conversation with people who are simultaneously logged on to the internet. और क्या होता है कि जो हम लोग फेसबुक मैसेजिंग पे करते हैं या किसी भी मैसेजिंग सेंटर पे करते हैं, तो वह वर्चुअल हम लोग वी सी ईच अदर ऑल्सो. ठीक है, हम लोग देख के फेस टू फेस भी बात करते हैं. बट इन SMS वी कांट सी द एक्सप्रेशन और इमोशंस ऑफ अ पर्सन, okay, to whom we are sending the messages and with whom we are receiving the messages. So this is very important. ठीक है, कि किस मूड में, किस पेन में, किस हैप्पीनेस में जो इंसान जिस बंदे ने हमें मैसेज किया, इट्स वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू इंटरप्रेट. बट if we do the live video chat, what will happen, we can easily predict that what is the mood of the person to whom we are chatting, we are making the communication. But in messages we need to rely on the exact core of the text, कि what is written in the text. Okay, so the content of the text is very important in the messaging, short messaging service, but in other messaging services it is not that important, because we will see live the person and then only we will chat simultaneously. So it is a different process of chatting. Okay, now see what is there in the text. Access to SMS is generally free and a beginner has only to register the network. ठीक है, access to SMS is generally free and a beginner has only to register the network service center into his or her handset. Now अब SMS करना और access करना ये बहुत ही generally free होता है, ठीक है, and what we have to do for a beginner, it is only we have to only register the network service center into our handset, our mobiles. The message service center number for BSNL is +91 94 340 99997. So message service center number for BSNL. So here it is given as an example that the message service center for BSNL is like +91 94 40 like that. So it's quite simple. You can relate it with another example, that if you opt for any networking services, the number will vary. Okay, वो आपके लिए एक अलग number होगा. Now the launch of SMS opened a new vista in the field of text communication, providing now we will see how it evolved. ठीक है, we will see its evolution, its revolution, कि किस तरह से ये evolve हुआ. Now see, the launch of SMS opened a new vista in the field of text communication. Okay, जहाँ पे हम लिखते हैं, providing a new easy way to the people to communicate. So in the beginning I have told you that for making a communication we need two things, verbal communication or non-verbal communication. Okay, so when we talk, that is called, when we want to convey through our writing, speaking, that is the verbal communication, and when we use our body language, we use just like text messages, emails, this is called as a non-verbal communication. ठीक है, so a new way, a new easy way to the people to communicate, ये एक new perspective है, ठीक है, in the field of communication. Now the limitation of characters 160 for the GSM networks at present. Now the contributor Kunal Verma of the Hindustan Times wanted to show you the exact numbers also, because he just wanted to show you that the characters for GSM networks at that time, whenever the article was published in this book, I don't know, but you have to relate that there were only 160 characters for the GSM networks at present, or the tedious process of typing from the small handset keypads failed to deter the spirit of the enthusiast. Another how you can find the difference. If you use the pen and paper to write your feelings, you can use plenty of papers to write down, you can use plenty of pens to write your emotions, but if you want to write something, if you want to express your meaning, your message, your feeling through SMS, what you have to do? You have to limit your thoughts within the 160 limits of the characters. So वो यहाँ क्या बता रहे हैं? What he wanted to focus here for GSM networks, it is only 160 characters. So how it is possible for a person to express his feelings within 160 characters? If a person wanted to, convey more from, more from him, so what will happen? The tedious process of typing, जो typing करते हैं from the small handset keypads fail to deter the spirit of the enthusiast. जो मैसेज का जो सेट, मान लीजिए ये जो आज के डेट में बहुत सारा वैरायटी, वी आर हैविंग लॉट्स ऑफ मोबाइल हैंड फोन्स एंड हैंडसेट, बट अर्लियर देवर GSM सर्विस, इट इज़ द हाइट ऑफ द GSM मोबाइल विल बी the height of the GSM mobile was like this. Okay, so what happened in that GSM mobiles, the keypads are very small, and to find out the different characters or alphabets from that keypad somehow deter, मतलब घटा देता है, कम कर देता है the spirit of the enthusiast who want to write or text the message. तो ये काफ़ी tedious work है, काफ़ी tiring work है, tiresome है. Okay, so the SMS revolution that took roots in Europe slowly spread to other parts of the globe, especially Asia. From first short message believed to have been sent in December 1992 from a PC to a mobile phone on the Vodafone GSM network in the UK, and SMS has come a long way today. अब यहाँ पे हम लोग थोड़ी सी हिस्ट्री की बात करेंगे. That the SMS revolution that took roots in Europe, the basic root of SMS was in the country Europe, slowly spread to other parts of the globe. How it spread? Slowly to the other parts of globe, especially in Asia. From the first short message believed to have been sent, ये माना जाता है, have been sent in December from 1992 from a PC, okay, from a personal computer to a mobile phone. The first message जो है कब send हुआ था? 1992, December 1992 में, from a PC to a mobile phone on the Vodafone GSM network in the UK, and SMS has come a long way today. अब क्या है कि अब हम देखें तो SMS का जो रिवॉल्यूशन है, जो साइलेंट बिल्कुल नहीं है, वो बहुत ही आगे बढ़ चुका है. Now, judging by its success at present, not many would believe that SMS had a very silent beginning. Not even the cellular operators could comprehend the potential of this sleepy technology initially and cared little to advertise it as an attraction for mobile users. तो ये कोई नहीं समझ पाया था कि इसका बिगनिंग इतना साइलेंट वे में हुआ है. तो आज के डेट में वो क्या है? Not even the cellular operators could comprehend the potential of this sleepy technology initially and cared little to advertise it as an attraction for mobile users. You know, for mobile we will see that in which network, you know, अगर हम किस network, if we opt which network of for mobile in which we will receive the free messaging facility. So if we have that network with that SIM, if you have the dual SIM, you can avail the dual messaging facilities. So something like that. There are lots of attractive offers associated with the mobile phones. So somehow the writer tried to convey you that for the marketing purposes, also for the proper growth and results of the handset, the cellular operators are using SMS as a marketing agenda, okay, to sell their SIM cards, to sell their handset. तो इसमें का यहाँ पे भी काफ़ी अच्छा यूज़ हुआ है. Now, however, all that is history now. अब ये राइटर खुद बता रहे हैं ये सब बातें अब हिस्ट्री हो चुकी है. Exactly, बिल्कुल सही बात है. Today, every market player from cellular operators to mobile handset manufacturers is keen to capture its share of the pie. एक पाई भी कोई छोड़ना नहीं चाहता है. ठीक है, वो हर कुछ शेयर करना चाहते हैं, चाहे वो हैंडसेट मैन्युफैक्चरर हो, चाहे वो सेलुलर ऑपरेटर हो. Nokia recently launched the first Hindi compatible handset 3350 to 3350 to give its users the option of sending messages in Hindi. Now just see that कि वो जो messages है उसका scheme है, that is a old story now. What is the development here? That Nokia recently launched the first Hindi compatible handset 3350 to give its users the option of sending messages in Hindi. So this is the main point. You can also quote this point for your answers. ठीक है. Now, buoyed by the success of SMS, यानी encouraged by the success of SMS, the industry is now preparing for the more advanced MMS, that is the multimedia messaging service, which would enable pictures, sounds and longer formatted text to be sent to other MMS enabled terminals or email addresses via the mobile. Now here we are seeing the development of SMS from the beginning, and then the involvement of the complete for the purpose of marketing of the handset, and then finally the development to the MMS, that is the multimedia messaging service, and then gradually how we use the different pictures and sounds and longer formatted text to be sent to other MMS enabled terminals or email addresses via the mobile. So this is the end of this chapter. So here we will have the quick review that whatever we had discussed in this chapter, let's have a look at the analysis part. Okay, so let's see. In the analysis section, we can write that in the first point we have to know that what do you mean by SMS, short messaging service. Okay, we have to know the full form of SMS and how it was conceived. You have to note this point that it was conceived as part of the global system for mobile communication. So I am adding this point, that is the global system for mobile communication, that is the GSM digital standard. Okay, so you have to understand this. It is the ability to send and receive text messages, that is the alphanumeric at the mobile phone. So you have the idea what do you mean by the term SMS kya hai. Now the second point, how it is routed through SMC, that is the short messaging service center. I have told you that the process through which the messages are routed, that is important, that that service center is SMSC. You have to note down this point. आप इस point को note कर लीजिए. और that is not only the root system for the SMS, that is the store system. Whenever your mobile phones are switched off, this center stored that messages, and whenever you will switch on your phone, you will receive the message. Okay, so this is the process, this is the function of SMSC. Now the beauty of SMS is that while you are making a voice call, you can receive SMS also. So this is the beauty of SMS कि आपको there is no hindrance, there is no obstacle while receiving the SMS until and unless there is some problem in the network. Okay, now the launch of SMS, when the SMS was launched, so you have to mention from here that it was launched in the year December 1992 from a PC to a mobile. Okay, so you have to note down this point and how the first message was sent from a PC to a mobile, and then on the Vodafone GSM network. You have to also mention this point in the launch part of the SMS. Now silent beginning. Why this is written here silent beginning? Because हमें पता ही नहीं चला, we didn't know that how it becomes a very important part in the area of communication, telecommunication especially. इसी वजह से यहाँ लिखा गया है कि judging by its success at present now many would believe that SMS had a very silent beginning, because not even the cellular operators could comprehend the potential of this sleepy technology initially and cared little to advertise it as an attraction for mobile operators or users. So ये जो है ये silent beginning होने के बावजूद it is an important part for the mobile operators जो हम लोग use कर रहे हैं. We are the operators. We can clearly say that how SMS are important for us. In spite of having the internet connection, SMS has its own importance, because क्या होता है कि नेट चला जाता है, इंटरनेट कनेक्शन खत्म हो जाता है, कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है, बट अगर टेक्स्ट मैसेजेस जो है, अगर आपका मोबाइल का नेटवर्क ठीक है तो आपका बैलेंस फ़ोन में नहीं है तो भी हम लोग मैसेज जरूर रिसीव कर सकते हैं. तो दैट इज़ द ब्यूटी ऑफ SMS. ओके, सो हाउ इट साइलेंटली मूव ऑन टू द मेन जॉनरा ऑफ मेन एरिया ऑफ communication. ठीक है, and advanced form of SMS is MMS, that is the multimedia messaging service. So you have to mention these points, and on that basis you can solve all the questions and answers of this chapter. Okay, so you have to keep these points in your mind, and you have to learn the meanings of these full forms of the abbreviation here, and the most important point is here how it is different from call and why we don't find any obstacle while receiving our SMS, because there is a big difference that Here it is written, this is possible because a voice calls takes over a dedicated radio channel for the duration of the call, while the short messages only need the proper signaling of the path. ठीक है, signaling path उसके लिए बहुत short intervals की ज़रूरत होती है और SMS receive हो जाता है. Okay, so we now we are done with this analysis part. So come on, let's have a look what is there in the composition section.